All right. We back.
We back.
We back.
And we back.
We back. We back.
And we back. And we back. This is the intro. This is the entree. Oh, dude.
Woo.
I've been really enjoying the gym. I'm glad that me and Ernie have been getting back into the gym, just really getting our whole physical gym bro, Trent twins.
The
Shout out to the Trent twins, bro. But like,
oh my god,
dude, yeah, no, the gym. I actually hit my goal. I hit 230 pounds. 230. And for some context, for people that know me in real life, shout out to all my friends and family. I've always been a big dude, and even Ernie has seen me. And that was when I was trying to slim down, thinking I was, some hot shit. But now, like, we back for real. Like
today we released our first episode for this podcast, and for promo, you can see a really small, like a 1 second glimpse that I put in from our old podcast that we made. You can see the difference, a huge difference. What 2 years can do for you?
2 years, like, it brings back a sense of nostalgia of just like, we were talking about this, but it just felt like we wanted to do something like this, but it just felt forced, and it also just felt like
it didn't feel natural.
It
didn't feel like, so when you're making something, you're just going with it. It's why I'm leaning more to this. Yeah. It's why I've paused a little bit more on the fashion stuff. I love getting into fashion talks and all that, but this is more what it's pushing me for. And so if you just have been allowing that feeling that's been pushing me to do this podcast with you, or even do more like multimedia and
that's beautiful. Like, I think something me and Ernie have really been talking about even before this podcast. We didn't even have a name for this podcast.
No, we didn't.
We were literally sitting like right across, like we could see the pool from here. We were thinking about a name, and we wanted to think of a name that just spoke to the progressiveness, the like Gen Z, and just people that need to hear like not only like the real shit, but could hear like different perspectives and stuff that's not always like the same niche things you're hearing consistently, or like the same news that we all know, but it gets regurgitated like 50,000 times, and it's like we get it. It's like, let's talk about some things, or in the future, let's have people that are in different fields talk about the things that lead to that progressiveness, that lead to like the niches that we like, that lead to like why we even should be even having a podcast in the first place. It's about talking about the things that are niche to me and Ernie, but then also it's stuff that you guys have never heard about,
Never heard about, or you're familiarized, but you don't really hear about it. And that can also speak to through our artwork.
Yeah.
It speaks to just defining of what's now the future.
Mm-hmm.
I recently watched a video by a very great journalist. It starts with an R. Really respect her. Mm-hmm. But she was explaining how what we're seeing now, and literally right now in this year of fashion, teenagehood, and that freedom that comes with teenagehood.
Exactly.
As you're getting older, even going through high school, you would have to go through a standard, and you would have to lose pieces of yourself just to fit in the standard. Even when you finish high school, you have to completely turn to a different, complete person. It goes to that one meme that our homie Marcus, he uploaded a video. It went viral on TikTok, but yeah, we can show it right here. He's talking about, okay, what a year working in the office does to him, alternative motherfucker. And it's a picture of him, how he entered. You fast forward into a year of him completing his a job. It's not the same dude.
Yeah,
it's not the same dude.
The same person.
So that's what I'm talking about. Where you have to lose pieces of yourself just to fit a standard. And once you get to more of an older point in your life, you start to remember that feeling, that freedom of expression that you used to have, because you had to let go of all these things in these coming months. That, like many houses, like Miu Miu and Prada. A lot of people think that like fashion is going into a more minimalistic because it's a recession and stuff like that, and it's just like no, it's full on balls to the wall. Hey, we're bringing back what this era really meant, being an adult, half being a child, but
Exactly.
half being an adult because you're already experiencing stuff that adults already day to day experience in their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think it's also like embracing the niche. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Embracing the niche. I feel like niches nowadays are, I feel like in fashion nowadays, it's definitely super important now. And I mean, like, I felt like the niche that I was growing up with, especially, was like the swagapino,
Yeah.
the crazy like swooped hair, and like you're wearing your swag era hats and like the
Got my
pink
Vans
cheap.
on with
I
the little
mean,
light
hold on,
sneakers.
I gotta stand up,
Okay, okay.
dude. If this doesn't speak swagapino in any form or sense,
Swagapino, fucking already. Like this is a perfect example of like what we're
yeah,
going for. That beautiful freedom of existence.
yeah.
Um, I know some people later on in their lives they experience that where they're like, you know what? I don't think I don't think I needed to do that.
Yeah.
And so people started rediscovering themselves. Some people might believe it's like, oh, it's a midlife crisis. Yeah, that's a midlife crisis to you.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm just not redefining myself, but I'm rediscovering myself again.
Yeah.
So that's what I see. And I also agree with the journalists that fashion is going to go into that area where it's just like, oh, it's hipster, the girlies, uh, all that niches from 2014, 2013,
Yeah.
all of that is
Yeah.
becoming hot.
So hot. And I love to see it. But it's crazy that you said that too, because like my homies that aren't even into fashion are saying the same exact thing. They're saying like, whoa, like I don't know why, but it's like I feel like I'm seeing like 2012 like revitalized, but through like modernized like
Exactly.
silhouettes and takes, and I'm like, everybody goes back into time, and like you said, like all of our multimedia that we like consume, it all goes back in time with us. How the music is being swayed nowadays. But that's like the love of it, and then you have like snow strippers, and you have like Crystal Castles
Pink
and
Panthers.
Pink Panthers. Like the more like the newer artists nowadays are setting that tone of like, even, oh my gosh, like shout out to like Knock 2 going into like EDC and killing. I wasn't there, but seeing my friends like stories, I got so much FOMO, and I was like, dude, listening to their music is just like I'm listening to Skrillex while I'm playing Black Ops 2 Zombies with. If I would have met Ernie at that time in my life, like we would have been killing it. We
We
would
would
have
have
been
been
killing it so
destroying it.
hard.
I would have been in the classroom and be like, hey, give me your gamer tag and write it right here on the paper,
Dude,
and I'm going to
imagine
go.
if, oh my god, imagine if Snow Strippers was around in like 2014. Like how
They'd be a
crazy.
relic.
Oh,
They'd be a
dude,
relic.
it'd be a relic. Dang, man. Like I love this. I love this era. I've always been about it, and I guess I was a little bit more timid back then to like really show that out. But like nowadays, when I find myself more and more, and I feel like we're both more grounded, somehow.
Absolutely. And
So
that's where niches are going to save us.
yeah,
Being ourselves and rediscovering all that we left in the past because we had to fit a mold. Well,
yeah,
it's all coming back. It's all welcome, especially even after all these years. I mean, the London scene is killing it right now. In the
dude.
underground scene,
All the man
fake
out
mink.
there.
Oh my god, the
fake mink. It's funny because like one of my homegirls like literally pointed out fake mink, and I was like, honestly, I haven't really like heard of fake mink. And then, funny enough, I had like LV sandals like in my playlist, and then the first name I saw was like fake mink, and I was like, oh, so I unknowingly like knew who he was without really knowing who he was. Like that's wild. But yeah, shout out to the UK, man. Y'all are killing it.
Y'all are
Y'all
definitely
are killing
killing it, and I'm
Y'all are
pretty sure you
killing it.
guys are. This era that we're talking about, you guys are definitely going to be up in the front, and then later on, maybe Americans will catch on, or maybe not. Who knows?
Oh my
Maybe it's
gosh.
your guys' turn.
Yeah.
Boy, it's getting hot.
It's getting hot. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, dude. I mean, it's like At work today, I barely even got into work, and I was like already sweating my ass off.
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot for real.
From being a dude who works in construction, Lord, bro,
I don't even know how y'all be wearing the stuff that you be wearing. I'm sorry, like you guys be wearing. I know it's like for protection, but the jeans and then the long sleeves and then the vest.
see, that's the thing about the long sleeves, right? A lot of people think, oh, the long sleeves are the worst you can wear right now, but the long sleeves are super thin. They're made out of like gildans. Most of them are made out of gildans, and the reason why it's long sleeves is because when you sweat, it can cool your body off.
Oh
completely.
wow! Oh, I didn't even think about it like that.
And then we do have like because we do have standards and requirements when it comes to working in the hot ass environment. So
yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm worried about people who are normally out there walking down the streets in this three-digit weather, bro.
Oh, dude, imagine like because people in like the UK come here, and like I've rung them up before at work, and they're literally like, "I'm about to pass out." And I'm like, "Please don't, like, please don't." Like, I get it, it's hot, but then I don't truly understand. I'm like, these fools are always in the cold, so like they do not know, and they're all the way in another hemisphere, like the Earth. So it's like, yeah. But I mean, what are some of your favorite movies right now, bro?
Whew, bro, I have not seen a new movie of this year yet.
Are you sure? I mean, you're kind of glazing over the fact that we literally had like one of the best movies.
Wait, am I forgetting something? I think I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting
something.
I'm forgetting something for real, man. I'm forgetting something. Yeah, we so fucking serious, bro.
Dude.
Oh.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Beautiful fucking movie. Oh my god, it's definitely gonna go down as one of the best movies in this decade.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's always like, dude, Michael B. Jordan, just stop, bro. Like, you do not have to be this good, bro. Like,
you're good, bro. You made it,
bro. Bro literally had to play 2 roles, bro, and like executed it. What you call? I'm excited to see the Philpo brothers. They're on YouTube. They're known as Raka Raka.
Yeah. They just recently released "Talk to Me."
Yeah,
not Talk to Me. Bring Her Back.
Bring Her Back. I still haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it. I'm excited.
You want to go see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should see that.
So here we go. From what I've been seeing on Instagram, like people are like, "Yo, bro, we're so back." Yeah, and yes, we are. We are so fucking back. Blockbusters are, are the biggest hype right now. They're the thing. I do see a lot of high highs for this year.
Yeah,
and less lows than last year.
I mean, they're coming out with Megan too. Dude, I saw the
asked for that.
Dude, I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, God, Blumhouse, you're just gonna make more fucking money for this shit show of a movie.
For Blumhouse, I feel like the way I look at them, I'm just like, you do you.
Do your thing.
You do your thing.
Oh, I fucking hate
I'm ready for that Five Nights at Freddy's sequel.
They're coming out with the sequel?
It's done.
It's done?
It's done. It's going to come out in November.
Did you like the first one? Be honest. Be so honest. Don't pull some bullshit on me, because I swear to God, if you say that you liked it. Did you like it?
Oh, look. I grew up in that era where, like, Markiplier was the thing, PewDiePie, even Vanoss, C-Nanners, everybody when they were like grown ass men screaming at video games.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I grew up in that era, and also I little niche pockets where Leafy was.
Oh God,
was Leafy, the thing. Leafy, Joji
drugs.
Before he was Joji, Filthy Frank, Pyrocynical, all that.
See. This is why we're best friends, bro. Because like literally, bro, the same.
So all that, of course, me as a little child, the little child in me enjoyed seeing. Freddy Fazbear on the fucking screen. And this was something that was announced back then, dude.
Yeah.
2017, 17?
That's kind of
I think.
crazy, though.
Scott Cawthon was like, "Oh, I'm talking to Universal right now because we were planning on making a movie franchise." And then we never heard word about it until it came out.
When did that come out? 2023 or 2024?
23. Dang. Yeah.
But it took that long.
That long it took. No, I didn't completely like it. I appreciated it because I'm like, it's out.
Yeah.
It's Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's. Would I go back to this movie? Hell no. I haven't touched it since I saw it in the theaters.
Okay. I'll give
But
you that.
I do think it's that type of movie where, like, oh yeah, I know who they made this movie for.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
I mean, it's the same thing with the Minecraft movie that came out, too.
I don't think it's the same thing.
I liked Minecraft, growing up, and it definitely was, but it just didn't speak to me. Like, it really, like, even, like, when people were coming out with, like, McDonald's was just trying to do, like, that freaking propagandic, like, oh, I'm gonna come out with the toy.
The Minecraft meal.
It's like, oh, let's go eat McDonald's again, because, like,
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, bro.
All right.
Like, I'm good. Wait, you want to know another schlock that I hate? Lilo and Stitch. Let me rant about
I
this.
wanted to bring that up earlier off camera. Oh boy, here we go.
Sit tight for this. So, not gonna watch it. I don't care. I'm not even gonna watch it just because, like, like I need to. I don't care. Just because I'm an Islander. It's the same shit that they did with Moana 2. Moana 2, like, horrible. Like, they used AI for that, So, that I don't really give a fuck about that. But with Lilo and Stitch, that killed Little Bill. Like, I'm gonna post a picture of Little Bill right now. And I want you to know that this little freaking guy just got crushed. Because, like, the way that Disney, went about this to take away, like, the fun. They took away the fun. And people had, like, this, like, argument that, like, oh my god, it still had, like, a good ending. Oh my god, like, like, not everything's always going to be the same as the animated. It's like, no, the animated is what people wanted to see, and the animated is what they wanted to see within the live action. And it's just like, you take conservative, like, ploys, and you try to introduce that to a children's show. They took away, like, the cool costume designs that the skinny alien, I forgot his name. I'm not gonna lie. Pleakley. Mm-hmm. You made Gantu, right? Is that his name?
Gantu.
Yeah, you made
non-existent,
and then Jumbo, right? Jumba. You make him evil. Like, that's not what it's like. He was evil, but in a sense of it was fun. Like, it was having an adventure,
and he changed his heart.
Changed his heart at the end. It's like, and with every Disney movie, it's like it comes to terms with, like, the good. It comes to terms with the light at the end. And for me, it was just such a disservice, especially like Nani, like basically giving up Lilo at the end. You're like, they're not gonna take away what I was growing up with. You're never gonna take away my self-expression. You're never gonna take away the stuff that the reason why I am the way that I am is because of these things that I grew up with, and they're not gonna tarnish that. And if they want to, I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna support it. I'm not giving my dollar to it. Go ahead, have fun with it. Go and see the schlocky movie that you want to go see because you want to conform to, like,
the easy route
and the trendier route. It's like, no, bro.
They give you Lilo Stitch. You know what else they're gonna give you again? They're gonna give you probably Fox and the Hound. They're probably gonna give you all these things again, and you're still gonna go over there and be like, "Oh, they did a bad job." Then stop fucking going to it.
Literally,
stop. Use your brain for a second. And that's the thing. We.
Oh my god.
I feel like some of our generation is pretty much not lost, but I feel like they need to be pulled back just a little more, close to the group again, and really tell them, "Hey, you know what? Feel like you need to take accountability about these things." But also, you can relearn about these things.
Oh, yeah.
We can welcome you back.
Yeah.
People need a sense of literacy. Really, we really need a sense of literacy in this fucking era now. Because if you don't, they're just going to keep feeding you the same goddamn shit.
Yeah, dude.
And you're probably going to be like, oh, well, how do we do that? Simple. Just don't fucking go. but I'm still in a perfect world. Everybody just treats themselves to just that basic empathy, that basic kindness, and especially with you, with your sister, and the younger generation, we need to teach that to them.
They need to learn.
Don't alienate these beautiful souls that are barely coming up.
Oh yeah.
Especially those who have barely graduated. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. I don't think you should fucking treat them like they're full on adults that like they're barely touching the world. You already experienced that. Yeah. We're already experiencing that.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
So just remind them, because they're the ones who are next up. They're the ones who we need to look out for.
Exactly.
We don't need to alienate. Stop doing that. Stop saying, oh, these young so and so are always fucking up, are like this, they're so cooked, and it's just like, well, you can change that.
Yeah.
Be there.
Be the fucking change. Like, literally.
How can we start? Here we go. Third places. We need third places. Yeah, sometimes we're not going to be able to, especially here in this city that we live in. Not very great third places exist. But third places don't always have to be a cafe. Don't always have to be a library. It could be the job, or even the bus station you go to.
Exactly.
You see the same people every single day, all the time. Eventually, because of familiarity, so if you're here every single day, where are you going? You know?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What do you do? And that's where you open up this whole box where you can learn of a new person, and now you got a new friend.
Exactly.
You know? I know it's hard. Some social skills we might not have it no more because of certain things that happened in the past. Literally 4 or 5 years ago, we were locked up. I get that. But stuff like this is like a muscle. You need to exercise it. You need to get out of that bubble. Everybody says, oh, we're so lonely nowadays, the lonely epidemics. Well, let's start with the third places.
Yeah.
It could be the bus station. It could be the library. Eventually, you're going to get familiar with people. Think about it like this. The reason why you have the friends right now in high school that you made them is because you had that third place. You had that place where you were familiar of seeing that person every single day. So if you start to think about how your life is going, what are the places you always are at? Are you always at a cafe? Are you always at these certain apartments? Are you always there? Eventually, that's how you make your community.
Exactly. To be honest, lately my third place has been my job. Oddly enough, it's like, I'm not going to mention where my job's at, but like my job has been like the epicenter of where I reconnected with old friends, new friends, and just I've connected with customers, and those customers have became slowly my friends, you know. And finding that place where you not only feel so confident, but like you're building a sense of community. It's like, I love coming to work now because it's like, wow, I'm going to see the same person every single day.
There you go.
If I don't see them every day, it's like, wow, like I can see them every other day. We need to build up, like, you know, the next generation in order for us to even like see like more third places thrive. Because being in the downtown scene, it's like that's where you found like the most like third places, even though like it moved around a lot. It's just like it was either at someone's garage, you know. I opened up my garage, you know, to a lot of people, you know, a lot of creatives to just even have photo shoots, or to just even, you know, be a part of something. Or like we even had like little studios. We've had, you know, friends' houses. Like it doesn't have to be like a physical space where you're renting, you know, and it's like, oh, it has a big LED sign like, this is your third place. No, like,
no, it doesn't have to be that at all.
It's like you
don't need the things. Just I referred to the because earlier I saw the Tyler the Creator interview.
Yeah, amazing,
love it. I always love his talks. And one thing he pointed out, which he's pointed out in the past a lot of times, but somebody brought up the question again. You know, how was it in the beginning? Well, one aspect is that he didn't have shit. He was dead broke. Exactly. He was dead broke, but at the same time, he used the internet. He used his circumstances that he had to his advantage. Yeah. And that's it. And accept your circumstances. Accept that, hey, homie, you're not in the place you want to be right now. But it's not going to be like that. So focus on whatever makes you happy. Focus on that energy that's going to push you towards your ideas. if you don't feel like that idea is working out for you, man, go check out another one. Perfect example, me. I'm not into fashion right now. I don't feel like making my clothes right now. What do I feel now that the energy is pushing me? It's pushing me to talk to you guys. It's pushing me to talk to Bill every single day. Hey, dude, we should work on this. We should work on that. This is where it's at. We don't have the best setup right now, but I'm not focused on that.
Yeah.
I'm focused on like, okay, what should we do right now?
Exactly. It's like we need to get it out. We just need to put it out because there's people like me and you that just need a sense of community, that need a sense of just like an environment where you feel safe. And for us, it's like that's all we ever wish for. So it's like, let's bring it, and hence why we even did this podcast, because it's like, man, like finding and still in search of a third place. It's like we realized that the third place wasn't even just like a building; it was the community that we.
It was a place where you completely felt like yourself.
Exactly, and it's like we said in the last episode, it's just like it starts with you, and we're not letting that like sentiment go. It really does start with you, and I mean, with finding like a third place, it's like we feel like ourselves, and I'm so appreciative and grateful for like all the people that I've met in different third places, and when you start to see familiar faces on your day to day, you start to think back to like, I remember that time and I remember that time. And then when you talk about it in like, like conversations, you kind of like think back to it and you're like, wow, this is how I felt in that moment of time. And this is how, it'll continue to be when like we all keep like progressing into like the places that we want to get to. It was because of that one third place. When you welcome back.
I think I drank too much water.
Bro, when you rewatch this.
No, I heard you. But yeah, eventually later on we're gonna change we'll add more quality to the episodes, or we'll add just small little things and just pay attention to that. Really, that's all we ask for. We'll definitely add more as in the future. We really do want to get more perspectives, so eventually you might see somebody who really didn't expect to be there. We also want more replies from you guys that are way more longer through emails or even voice messages. We can even hear them here on the podcast, because we can always appreciate another ear or another mouth.
Yeah,
that sounds weird, but ideas are always welcome.
Yeah.
So.
And thank you guys for just all of the support, like whether you know us closely and personally or
if this is your first time listening to us.
Thank you guys. Like from the bottom of our hearts, like me and Ernie really love it's really one of those things where it like really, like I said earlier, like it set our heart ablaze.
So this public broadcast was made possible from viewers like you. Thank you. And with that, you can head back to your nap.
On with the show.